Hey guys, how's it going? So you can see we're in a different setting today because today we're starting a new series and we're going to see how well it does. What we were talking about the other day is we take all these videos at classes for like reviews and something breaks in class, we have it on camera. But we do all these takes of these drills and we have the footage laying around. Why not go back and look at it, break it down, critique it, see what we did right, what we did wrong, and what is what it is. So, this is going to be a video clip of me at my very first class I ever took about 2 years ago with regular guy training at the very first ever dedicated AK class. So, with that being said, let's get started. So, you can see here where I'm positioned. There's a target downrange of me, a white steel silhouette, and there's 3 sets of cover, and the whole point is to move between those, shooting without being rhythmic or predictable for 2 or 3 mags. I can't remember. So we started off right hand side of the barrel, shooting right handed, got my hits, moving over, sneak off my safety, back on target. I missed, got my hit that time, another hit, so doing good, keeping my base there. And you'll see right about here, I popped up like that. When I switched my sides, I did a really bad thing. I put my entire head above the top of that barrel and exposed it to, in theory, the enemy. So that was a really big mistake there. You can tell too throughout this entire thing as I'm moving around that I'm trying really hard. There's a lot of effort into what I'm doing, and I don't need to be trying so hard to move 8 feet left or right. So it's a very awkward thing that I'm doing. I'm just not moving very smooth. Here I'm in a modified fetal position. Not doing too bad. Keeping my feet out of the way of the muzzle, so that's always good. Right there I popped up, which may not be a bad thing, but I popped up and I stayed there. And get back on me. There we go. So right there, I came up, but I didn't come up shooting. So there's a lull where I was exposed and not giving myself cover in the form of bullets down range. So right there, you heard in the background one of the instructors yelling at me to get off cover. So I inchwormed back to give me that space. And what he's talking about is you don't want to crowd cover unless you have to for a few reasons, but general rule, you don't want to do that. Naturally, we want to get up on cover when we go to do anything involving cover to use it as a way to stop or conceal ourselves. And again, back up off that cover. It's natural to want to get really close to something because you feel safer being up on top of it. And that's not the case more times than not. So you can see it's a lot of effort moving. I got real close, but then I caught myself and I actually moved back on my own. Safety off. So every time you see me sticking the safety off, because I put it on before I moved, so following all the safety rules there. I finally got a good solid base and I got a good consistent string of rounds on target relatively quickly compared to all the other strings in this drill. Left-handed shooting there. Got stable, got my hits nice and quick. You can see I might be awkward manipulating the gun. There's the cover again. You might be able to tell that I'm kind of awkward with my my manipulation of the gun because the Mac 90's got that thumb hole stock on it, and it's just not as easy to get your hands around because it's so big. So you can see the instructor's getting behind me. He's trying to line up what I'm doing to what the target's doing so he can see as much as he can from my perspective. All right. So you see I stayed in cover there until I was ready to pop out. I had something with my gun that I had to take care of. And once that was done, I popped out of cover to shoot. So I didn't come out of cover, fix the gun, and then shoot, exposing myself unnecessarily. I'm getting kind of squirrely there, shooting rounds too fast and missing my target. And that's never good. There I caught myself again, back up off cover. Miss. There we go. All right. So you can see they were not a very good performance. Not very good at all. They're very, very cringeworthy. I don't enjoy watching that whatsoever because that reminds me of a time that I was really, really bad. And I'm only kind of bad now. So we'll be looking at stuff that I'm doing more recently than everybody else as well here with Grindstone. But this is the very first piece of footage I've ever had from a class. So I figured it was right to do this one first and to critique myself before anybody else. So with that being said, that's all I've got. Let me know what you think. We're going to do more of these, so stay tuned, take it easy, stay safe, and as always, sharpen your skills.